Start. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining the webinar today. My name is Ankita, and I'm the Regional Manager for Africa and Frappe. I look actively into business and marketing enablements for the community. So in today's session, we have Sri Krishna Kote joining us from Matiyas Solutions to show us and showcase ERPNext workflows. Okay. ERPNext workflows for NPOs. So a bit background about Krishna. Krishna is a motivated professional with around 14 years of experience. So he has experience collaborating with key business communities to understand the overall vision for software product implementation along with process automation. So Krishna, over to you. Maybe you can introduce yourself and then we can get started. Krishna, you are on mute.
Yeah, got it. Sorry. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible and your screen is also visible.
Thank you. Thank you, Ankita, for the introduction. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon. So, myself, Sri Krishna. I am working as a project and delivery and program manager in the Matiyas solution, and looking all the delivery part of all the projects, starting from the requirement gatherings till support. So here I would like to take you through the NGO specific deliveries, what we did for our projects, for our clients. And yeah, so let me start. So yeah, so we are about Matiyas solution. Okay, so Matiyas solution is the certified Frappe partner. Okay, now and we offer end-to-end implementation consultation and localization training support services to automate the business of client using the Frappe and ERPNext platforms and the products. And okay, so the Frappe framework, about Frappe framework. So the Frappe framework is the open source full stacks and web application framework built with the Python and JavaScript. It is designed to be easy to use and offer a range of features that makes it suitable for the building variety of applications and from small website to large enterprise systems. Okay, so orally, Frappe framework is versatile and powerful tool to build a wide range of web applications, offering both simplicity and depth of developers. So it is also scalable for all kind of SMEs and for the big clients also. So now about the ERPNext capabilities, you might have so many other capabilities of the ERPNext, but the key and other capabilities as ERPNext is the integration and extensibility, in which I would like to tell you the APIs. One of the key features like ERPNext provided the REST APIs for integration with other systems, and the ERPNext supports custom apps also third-party apps and plugins to extend the functionalities and features whatever customer is demanding to us. And yeah, of course, at the last, we have the active community and marketplace for additional models, themes, and integrations. Okay, so now let's come to the non-profit. Okay, so why do the non-profit organization need ERP systems? So basically, non-profit are they are not very averse about the budgets. So, but still they're supposed to manage most of the issues and operations which they are doing for their projects and for the non-profit activities. So to efficiently manage the resources and to build the accountability and transparency in their processes and improve the decision-making power by analyzing the data and the MISs, to do the effective project managements, to have the effective compliances and reporting. So that should be digitally. They're supposed to manage streamlining the communications, scalability, data collection, fund tracking, budgeting. Budgeting is one of the most important criteria for the non-profit, what I experience, and the comprehensive data security and measurement and reporting and supply chain management basically. So for all these pain points, most of the non-profit organizations are looking at ERP systems to streamline their resource planning and managements, financial managements, and fund managements. Okay, going to the next slide. Yeah. So Matiyas has this clientele in which we have some, most of these are, non-profit organizations and foundations, few other traders and distributors, I think like Carewell Healthcare, those are into the healthcare trading, healthcare product trading business, and TISA, this is one of the Institute of Social Accountability. This is one of the client we have in the Namibia, and yeah, Feedingo, one of the foundations, also from the non-profit. TISA is also from the non-profit organization. Feedingo is also from the non-profit, and they are from the Tamil Nadu, from India. Mithasat is one of the projects we are doing. They also is from the non-profit business, and of course the MVA is one of the biggest customer we have. This is from the Africa region, from the Namibia. Then Yuva is one of the non-profit client we are handling, though they are from the Gujarat, India. And Ashok Goel Foundation, this is a trust. Actually, we implemented the project for them for their all non-profit stuffs, and they are from the Mumbai. And Appraza, they are dealing with the medicines. They are doing the trading of medicines and import and export. They are from the Delhi. Then UPO, this is also one of the organization who is helping to the needy people from the Africa region. They are from the Sudan basically. And Odesso, Kujaling, there's also the non-profit organizations. This client is also having the projects for helping the needy people there in the Africa region in Nairobi in Kenya. So they also have their own projects, like they are helping for the water, education, and betterment of the people who is under poverty level. So these are the clientele we have. There is more, but these are the few non-profit and few other big projects we deal with. So out of which I would like you to take you through one of the use case about Ashok Goel Foundation that I will do. After, I think once I will take you through one of the small demo about standard and vanilla features of the ERPNext, which we have for the non-profit model. So yeah, so let's begin for the demo. I will take you through with the demo. So I think my screen is shared. Let me share the entire screen. Okay, is it visible, Ankita, to everyone?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So as we know, we have lots of models available into the ERPNext. So ERPNext is a bunch of models. So under one umbrella, we can get every and each functionality through different modules through which we can handle our all the business operations. In which one of the module is non-profit. Non-profit is basically for all the NGOs and the organizations or the foundations who is helping to the all social community and other NGOs, social activities also. So in which we have the grant application, so we can we can apply for the grant, okay, by utilizing this functionality. And memberships is also available through which we can define the types of members, okay, and the members and memberships against which we can run our non-profit scenarios, use cases. Yes, of course, for each of the projects and each to each NGOs, volunteers are helping mostly. So volunteers and their records we're supposed to maintain in our system to call them for all the next projects what we will run. So to record that and maintain that volunteers to communicate with them, we should have that record. So to maintain that, we have that functionality where we can add the volunteers data, like we can define the type of volunteers and volunteers details. Chapter basically, yeah, so this is so if suppose multiple locations or the branches we have, so that can be maintained and recalled to the chapters against which we can maintain all the donors. We can link and map all of these chapters with the donors and members and volunteers. Of course, donor types we're supposed to define, and donors record masters we're supposed to define, in which we will have all the information of donor, including their name, their uh, their all details like address and other stuff like contacts and PAN numbers and etc. So yeah, so donation. So when we are taking the donation in the monetary format from all the donors, we're supposed to submit all that record in our system for their accountability. So to record that, we will have and we will fill this form, okay, and through which we can raise a payment entry for giving them an acknowledgement, also to generate the ATG certificate if organization is applicable to have that as per the government rule. So yes, so the next is for the tax exemption. So we supposed to provide the certificates to the donors as per the government rule and as per the eligibility, so that we can do by utilizing this functionality. So these are the most available functions about the ERPNext in non-profit model, and this model is integrated with our accounting models. So yeah, so this is also one of the things. So grant also we can capture in our accounting as an income, and to that grant we can budget uh, as per our plan and a strategy, and against that budget we can plan for the expenses, and we can control the basically we can manage and maintain the fundraisings. So yes, so this is all about standard and vanilla features available in the ERPNext inside the non-profit model. Now I will take you through about the use case or the implementation what we did for the one of the non-profit organization and foundation in the Mumbai. So let me share that screen. I will take you to that screen basically. 1 minute. Okay, sorry guys. So I have shared my screen. So this is about the Vaibhav project. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Ankita, can you please confirm?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So guys, this is one of the projects. So the projects funded by the Excel Word and their owner. So if you heard about Excel Word, this is one of the uh, fun, they are they have some their fun activities and their adventures in the Mumbai in Maharashtra. So they have big setup in the Mumbai region, and so the owner of that specific organization is Mr. Ashok Goel. Ashok Goel is one of the director of that specific company, and so they are running their own non-profit organizations called Ekta Seva Sangh. So under Ekta Seva Sangh basically handling all the accounting and financial part of the non-profit activities. So they are running their non-profit activities and the entities through Vaibhav Ashray. So they have their own projects called Vaibhav Ashray. So Vaibhav Ashray is handled by the Vaibhav Goel Foundation. Okay, so basically what they are doing, so they are helping to the orphan girls and boys for their career education and uh, the betterment of the life for their betterment of the lives. So they are taking care of all orphan girls and boys whose age is more than 18 years. So as per government rule, so they are eligible to take care of all the orphan girls and boys whose age is more than 18 years. So they are helping for their daily life, like food and all other healthcare issues and education. They are taking care of education. They are helping them for their career also. Okay, so they have their own hostels. They build their own hostels also. Okay, for that orphan girls and boys. So that hostels is there in Kamshet area in Mumbai, and so there will be two buildings of hostels in which the in one building all the boys are living, and in the other building all the girls orphan girls are living. So to manage their needs and their to manage their financial needs, to manage their training needs, to manage their education need or the food regarding needs. So they were facing the issues uh, like to maintain all the students record, or they are calling it as a resident. So all students they are calling as residents to manage all the resident record. So digitally, and to manage the fund and budgeting of the fund and expenses against the fund, and to manage the attendance of the uh, resident and leave management. All these stuffs we have implemented for them, and that was their key main what we can say key pain points. So so to to mitigate that, we decided and they decided to have the ERP. So we approached them to utilize the ERPNext, through which we implemented and given them a solution to manage their resident record and funds, finance management, and all the resource regarding managements. So, so all these things is digitalized now. So we implemented in the ERPNext, and all these things are they are running all their show through paperless systems. So we have implemented so many other notification validation reports. So they are running their show through that the scenario or use cases what we implemented. So this is one of the model we can see here. Like the model name is resident. So in which we implemented the feature whatever they require, like the resident and their history. All this record is available inside this forms, like the resident details and their address book, education background, their family background, police verifications, the live and allocation stubs, exit formula and connection will have all these details. So apart from that, we have the reports like building has the floors and floor has the rooms and rooms has the beds. So on the each bed is allocated to the residents. We have the structure of the beds and their building and blocks. Okay, and this we maintain for them. We also created the reports for them. So these are the reports about the beds, whatever they have, and allocation against that beds, resident ID, and that mapping they can see and refer to this report. So once the new entry will be there about the new residents, so they will be easily found out which bed can be allocated to that girl or to that boys, orphan boys. Apart from that, there is some other models we implemented like education through which, okay, if suppose they are, funding to that specific student for their external studies, like if the student want to become a, doctor or, CA or the teacher. So for helping them, they were maintaining the record manually, but now they are digitally adding all the record. They are maintaining the student and program they enrolled and courses they enrolled, against which they can also identify and monitor the progress of each student, and they can help wherever they want. So healthcare regarding also the scenario we covered here. So in healthcare, so we have the resident medical history and the information. If suppose some boys and girls has their own medical history, so to maintain that, we have created some forms to maintain their OPD and IPD record. We created and utilized our education module, and we modified that accordingly, and to manage their stuff about leave and the attendance. So we created and customized few details here for the leave and attendance. We integrated with the biometric machine, and they have their certain biometric machines through which each students giving their attendance and making their presence and intimating to the warden and to the admin staff like they are present into the hostels. So the hostel has administrative building in which they are running their own training programs for the skill developments. It could be a hard skill development or the soft skill development. Soft skill developments they can consult to the student for their career, and it could be about IT courses, some short courses about any specific theoretical subjects. Or hard skills development means like they also have some machines like engineering machines like lathe machines and CNC machines. All that job work, I mean, they are approaching student to do that, learn that kind of ITI courses, and to get a certification about that from the VGA. It could be internal certification, but they are providing that. So all such kind of scenarios and use cases they are utilizing and covering through this model, the training model. Yeah, and the last is exit model, in which if suppose some student are now leaving the organization for their career and for further betterment, so they are executing the standard formalities about the exits, like the separation details and the full and final details. They are also conducting the interviews with the residents, and interviews feedback will be updated in the resident record. So apart from that, once the residents will be alumni, so for that, for those alumni, we are providing the mobile apps. So the mobile apps will have all their record or their own records about all this, leave details and residents and documents or whatever achievements they have gained through the trainings, the different trainings they attended. So whenever, I mean, that mobile app will be permanent and lifetime for the residents. So once they'll be at alumni and they want to refer any documents, they want to download any documents, when they will be they were here in the foundation, so they can easily log into that app, and they can they can download all this information whenever they require for the further journey, for the further career also, wherever they want the help from the VIGF or the foundation. So this is the mobile app we build. The purpose behind that, we also they also wanted to have the updates from the alumni, like what they are exactly doing in their further career, what all are achievements they have achieved. So alumni should update all that details to the organization. So organization will monitor that whether the their students and residents are doing good in their life for the life or not, or wherever they are asking any help, they can reach to them. So they can reach to them by contacting them. Yeah. So this is the models we introduce for them, and of course, in the non-profit, we are utilizing this donation full model, volunteers, and in donation we have customized the schedules. If suppose, like in their case, we have three different donation types, like Sneha Bhojan, Sneha Bandhan, and Sneha Soyog. Sneha Bhojan is for the, like someone want to donate for their food, so they have to go with that type. And for that, if donor is interested to donate for such type in a monthly basis or quarterly basis or yearly basis, so such kind of donation schedules, the admins from the foundations, they are doing it, and according to that schedules, they are getting the intimations on mobile and the emails, and so based on that notification, they are raising and providing their donations. So yeah, of course, the ATG certificates and the print formats we created. So these are all things we have implemented for them. Apart from that, their accounting stuffs, like the fund, whatever they are getting the funds, so how to budget that and how to manage the expenses against that. So all that control there, for all that control, they are utilizing the accounting model, all standard model of the account model. And assets, though they have some assets, all the assets we are maintaining through this asset model. So they have some inventory about like grocery and day-to-day life, apparatus, domestic apparatus. So all those things they are keeping inventory and utilizing their inventory and consuming it through that through this buying and stock model basically. So they also have some internal staff which are uh, to which the Ekta Sevasan, who is taking care of all the fund and accounting management. So the people who is working with them on a payroll, for that they are utilizing all standard features available in the ERPNext about the HR and payroll. So yes, these are all things we have implemented for one of the clients. Likewise, we implemented all the standard models for all other clients, as the details I shared with you in the slide in the clientele. So this is all from my side. Okay, now
Yes, we can open for Q&A. So anyone has any questions, they can just unmute themselves and ask the question.
sure.
Any questions around non-profit module residents? Okay. In case there are no questions, we can wrap it up. Uh, in case anyone has any questions, they can share to us over email as well, or they can reach out to even Matiyas team. So I think, yeah, I think there is one question by Rajkumar. I think this is a customization of ERP and how we also can proceed for customization. I mean, some basic steps we have to follow. If you can answer that question.
Yeah, so for the basic customization, we already have some tools available inside the ERPNext. Like if you want to do some basics changes in the form or the for on the doc types, so you can introduce that fields and you can customize it accordingly by utilizing the standard way of the ERPNext provided for that, and to have the notifications workflows. So for that also the configuration can be done in the ERPNext, and to modify the feature according to our need, we can utilize either client script, that is one of the feature available in the ERPNext, or you can do changes through backend by doing the code in the Python and can push it to the environment to have it.
Okay, there is another question, Krishna. There are special operational cases in NPO daily processes in relation to procurement and project management. Will you have the time in future to look into it?
Yeah, so we handle that also. So, so what I understood, like the question is how to handle the use cases about the procurement and project management if some NGOs are looking that, correct? Looking for the day. So basically,
Krishna, I would
for
like to
the
take this question. I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, so to answer the question on Mr. Adams,
yeah,
so
sure.
yes, it is part of the process of NGO. Like every NGO has their own processes, and whenever they receive any donation, then it will be allocated that budget to specific projects. So as we know in ERPNext, we have project management, and the non-profit module is linked with accounting. Will allocate that funds to budget and will allocate that funds to project. Whatever the expenditure and procurement we will do against that project, that can be tracked through that project management and the procure. So it is part of the ERPNext module. However, if required some customization, that can be done, that we already implemented for few of the clients. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and
Sure. Thanks, Krishna.
in terms
And
of the
yeah,
in terms of the procurement, so whatever procurement they are doing for that, they can define the budgets. So the budgets can be restricted for the specific procurements. So that also part of the standard ERPNext. You can utilize the budget management model through which you can satisfy your client and their requirements. Yeah. Yes, Ankita.
yes, there's another question. In case of other NPOs, sometimes we have budgeting not based on accounts, but sometimes it is based on project activity code or budget line item. How can we achieve that?
So for which either you can utilize the cost centers and you can budget your projects by mapping them with the cost centers. So that cost centers can be utilized by us as a project code or budget code, and through that budget code you can manage the funds and their expenses. This is one of the approach we have, and yeah, the other approach, like Hassan told, like we can have the projects, we can have the mapping of projects to the accounting model, and that way you can achieve your use cases and requirement.
All right, I think There are no further questions in the chat box. In case anyone has any other questions, they can just unmute and ask the question. All right. So we are coming to the end of the webinar right now. We have also shared a quick link to the feedback form for this webinar. So please do share your valuable feedback to us with regard to this webinar. In case you think there are some areas where we can improve on, you can mention those as well in the feedback form so that we can continue to have these sessions as well in the future. So thank you everyone for joining in, and thank you the Matiyas team, Mr. Krishna and Mr. Shabir, for joining in and sharing your experience with regard to implementation of NPOs with us. It's really insightful to hear all of that.
Yeah, great.
Thank
And thank you so much, all of you guys who joined, understood the clients we work with, and we implemented the projects. Thank you so much, Ankita, for your guidance and support. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. Have a good day, everyone.